the A7 takes me outside of the C major scale, and this is where I use the harmonic minor. It's not a Mixolydian mode for those people who've learned all that stuff, right? It's definitely not in this case, because this A7 comes about because if we take the D harmonic minor, which is that, right? Let me just, if I use my pedal, then it'll stay on the screen. It won't sound so nice, but it will. So that, if I continue, you'll see that there's an A7 embedded inside that right here. Right? That's what I'm left with. So not every A7 is the same. The only way to know what kind of A7 you have is to look at where you're going to next, right? If where you're going to next is D major, fine, you can use the D major scale or a displaced D major scale. In other words, one of those things that some of you will be calling the Mixolydian mode. But for me, it's just the A7 scale. But if the A7 is not going to a D major, if it's going to a D minor, you need to be using displaced D minor notes. In other words, take the D harmonic minor scale, which is major with a flat 3 flattens, the 6 flattens. Okay, so major scale, flat 3, flat 6. Here's D major. Here's the 3, flattened. The 6, flattened. Okay? And start running it from different points. So get used to running that from any point that sounds good over the A7. So take A7 notes. Let's take the C sharp. That kind of business. When I'm running scales in general, I will run root to 7th. In other words, one short of an octave. So I'd run them like this. And if I've got 2 bars, then up and down, root to 7th and back down. Like that, okay? But of course here, when we get to this particular example, we don't have 2 bars of one, or well, certainly not of the A7. So that would just be an up, you know? So that's the basic scale choice out of the way. It doesn't need to be Ionian mode because it's C major, and then it's not going to be Mixolydian mode because it's A7. It's not going to be Dorian mode because it's D minor. It's not going to be G Mixolydian because it's G7. You can get away with, and it's not getting away without doing modes. In fact, it wouldn't be correct to do some of that stuff here, in my opinion. But you're just saying, where are the harmonic shifts? Where are the tonality shifts, right? Well, it's the A7 that takes me out of the C scale, so I've got to do something there. The others, you can play C major or the more tense or release parts of C major, which we covered on a recent webinar. I don't think we'll get time to do today, but we've got lessons on that stuff in the members area for Jazz Skills members. Let me just keep an eye on the chat box. Pierre, Sean, how do you know which harmonic scale to choose in any key? So Pierre, if you are, I think I already covered that, but I'll just say again, if you've got an A7 and it's going to D minor, then you choose the D harmonic minor scale. Simple as that, okay? Nothing more required. The thing with dominants is the only way you'll know what their true function is and what they're trying to achieve is by looking at where they go to next. That tells you everything. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to download the PDF using the link below. This is just a taste from a live members webinar I taught. The actual lesson's an hour long, but I have hundreds of lessons categorized for members to meet you at your level and help you organize your learning no matter where you are on your jazz journey. Just click below to find out more. Thanks again.